Hey guys, Gizmo here from Below Average Gamers. We just got back from Too Many Games. Let's check out what we got. Alright. Upon going in, we got this really cool bag, and it contained everything we needed to get in and do everything we wanted to, which of course contained our final boss passes. I highly recommend if you go get the final boss pass. It's 3-day access. It's just as expensive as a regular. And there's a cool little after party Saturday night. We actually used that time for the arcades. It was a lot more fun. We also got a couple stickers and a little temporary tattoo. Not sure if you've noticed, but there's a theme to everything. Everything's either Earthbound or Smash Brothers. We also got this really cool magazine. Now this magazine, it's got all the events in it. It's also got some advertisements for some other things going around, but there were so many panels and so many things to do, it was really hard to really decide on what you wanted to do first. And last but not least, in there we had the final boss t-shirt, which there that is right there, and then the back says Too Many Games once again in the Super Smash Brothers font. So really cool shirt, really nice. Now, that's all well and good, but if you're going to Too Many Games, of course you're going to buy some games. Let's check those out. Alright, there's this one vendor that was selling 3 games in a mystery bag for $15, or you could get 2 for $25. I bought 2 of them, and out of the 2, I had some games that I didn't already have, which was Akira Warriors, Trojan by Capcom, Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout, and Pictionary. And here's a copy of Ice Climber. There's a funny backstory to this. I'll get to that in a minute. Now there was another vendor there that had a ton of really awesome high quality boxed games. Let's go over them for a minute. First off, we got Dragon Warrior 2, complete in box, all the maps, everything. I mean, it really does. It looks like brand new. We've got the map, side paperwork, the manual, the game in the bag. I'm not sure if you can really tell or not, but it is amazingly shiny and brand new looking. Alright, that's Dragon Warrior 2. Now, we got Ice Climber. Same story. The box is a little rough, but it's 30 years old. Inside there's the dust cover, not pulling it out. Once again, it looks like brand new. It's got a good manual with it. We got Kung Fu. Manual, slipcover, game. I don't know where this particular vendor got everything from, but it had to be from the same person out of his collection because everything's in just about as good a shape. I mean, all the games look brand new. The boxes are a little worn, but the games are nearly brand new. Like, look at this instruction book. It's perfect. Got the Playing with Power poster. We've all seen that one before. Yeah, there's Wrecking Crew. Once again, it's so shiny. I love shiny. Next up is Gumshoe. Got the box, slip cover, everything. We got Gauntlet. You'll have to pardon me, I'm trying to do this really fast because there's a whole bunch of this. Now Gauntlet's got the big case right there. Game looks great. A lot of people don't see this because there's not that many of these boxed ones left. But Tengen put out some top quality posters back in the day. Look at that. Once again, it's perfect. And the massive instruction booklet. We also got Snake Rattle and Roll. Alright. Instruction book, Playing with Power, Slip, dust cover, and once again, brand new looking game. They look like they were just bought yesterday. I mean, I can't get over it. They're immaculate. None of my games look like this. So I can't imagine a person taking this good a care of anything. Because I take really good care of my stuff, and none of mine looks brand new 30 years later. It's good stuff. Now, while we were there, we did meet a lot of the YouTubers. You know, we met, well, just about everybody you could imagine that's on the list. We met pretty much everyone. And while we were there, we did buy some stuff from them. We bought the Video Game Years Season 1 and 2. Really good show if you've never checked it out. And by the way, the Retroware guys, best deals on video games around. Hands down. That seemed to be a running theme that all of the YouTubers that collected video games, they had the best deals of everyone there. All the vendors were a little high. But, you know, it's whatever. You expect to go to one of these, you're going to spend a little more on some things. Now, we also picked up a really nice copy of Lunar Legend. Once again, the box, the inserts, manual, the game, it's great condition. Now, this one to me is the cat daddy of all of them, because I was really amazed when I opened up this box. And some of you are going to laugh when you see it. I have a Chimerica Game Genie. Now this box is very shelf worn. It looks like it's been used a lot. And to my surprise, when we opened it up, which by the way, while we're opening this, how many people couldn't play a lot of their favorite games without one, right? When we opened it up, come to find out, it's new old stock. It is literally brand new. It's never been taken out. Now, I know many of you have had Game Genies over the years, and you remember the Globe Game Genie. Had the red and blue book. This is what the original book looked like. It's white. It's got a funny little Tron looking guy on the front. It's got all the games and everything in it that you'd see in the black and blue book that you're used to seeing. But yeah, this is literally new old stock. It's never been used. I'm really happy to get this because I really wanted it just for the box. And now I have it, and it's beautiful. Oh, one other thing from the Too Many Games bag I forgot to mention. There's this really cool poster. It's all Earthboundy. It's got everybody's name that was there on it. It's got the date and everything. Mine didn't make the trip too well. It's a little bit up, but once I get it framed, it's still going to look good anyway. And there's that. Now, there was another vendor up there, which some of you may have heard of Stone Age Gamers. You know, they sell a lot of top quality mods and reproduction cases and things like that. Really good site to check out. And right beside them, though, was a little spot I'd never heard of. It's called 8-Bit Evolution, which they've got some of the coolest business cards I've ever seen. You know, one side is Nintendo controller, the other's got all the contact information on it. These guys, we've all heard of Taiwan Games and how top quality all of their repros were when they were in business. These guys may be better. In my opinion, as far as where you can go to get repros these days, it doesn't top these guys. They are amazing. Now, while we're there, we got Dragon Warrior 6, Dragon Warrior 5, Dragon Warrior 3. Are you seeing a theme yet? Dragon Warrior 1 and 2. Final Fantasy 5. Sweet Home. It's a great survival horror if you've never played it. We got Mother 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Advance. We got the fans translated Mother 3. And this is what I'm talking about the quality. Let's take a look at these boxes. It's embossed. I mean, these boxes look straight legit. They're amazing. Everything's full color on them. They've got the embossment. They got the full work on them. And they have some of the coolest cases I've ever seen. I'm trying to get a hold of them again to see if I can just buy these cases separate. Because if you'll look inside, they're not like a regular GBA case. This size right here could actually fit a regular Game Boy or Game Boy Color game. I've got tons of those that I would love to put in boxes or cases. These would be perfect for that. And last but not least, I bought Terranigma. Got the box, got the insert, everything's die cut, laser printed, it's wonderful. And the game. Kinda. Now, while we were there, it was very, very crowded. This was the middle of Saturday, which is the day when you're there. And while we were going through the transition and the transaction, we accidentally bought the display model, which, if you'll notice, doesn't have a game in it. It's just an empty shell. Didn't notice it till we got back. Now, I sent an email to James at 8-Bit, and he was very, very, very super cooperative. He said, look, I am so sorry this happened. We do our best to check every game we send. I don't know how it happened. Let me make it right. And before I could even send back, hey, I understand you had thousands of games there. There was a lot going on. These mix-ups happened. Before I could even send that, he had already sent me another email stating that he had my game ready to ship out to me. All he needed was an address. That's service. Before the issue even became a big issue, he was already working to take care of it. That's amazing to me. A lot of companies aren't like that anymore. A lot of companies would have been like, sorry dude, whatever, I know you spent money, but you know, I'm not ever going to see you again. No, these guys, they went above and beyond. And all their carts, this is one thing I really like about them. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a zoom here. All of their carts are brand new. The labels are all brand new. The screws are brand new. The boards are all custom made, brand new. These aren't regular run-of-the-mill repros. These aren't, you know, where you take a certain game and you pull the mapper off, or you pull the carriage chip off and you replace it with an EEPROM and then stick it back together and do a bunch of messy wiring and you've butchered an original game. No. This isn't like that. These are all brand new. The shells, everything about this is brand new. So there are no old games getting dismantled and tossed to the side to make these. And the prices are really reasonable. I'm not sure if it was a convention only pricing, so I'm not going to mention the prices I paid for anything. That's intentional. Because some of these stores might have different pricing when you go directly to their sites. Sorry guys, all I'm going to say is I'm very, very happy with what I paid for everything, and a lot of it was a lot cheaper than I expected. Well, that's the haul video guys. Appreciate you watching. Catch you next time.